Good morning, students. Today we will do long question answers of lesson 7. So, today I will discuss these questions with you so that you may understand these questions and it will be easy to learn. Question number 1. Why do solids have a definite shape? Students, the answer is in solid, molecules are tightly packed and have least space present between them. Hence, the solids have a definite shape. It means, students, we know in solids the molecules are tightly packed and they have least space. Least space is present. Least means minimum space. Very less space is present in between the molecules. That's why the solids have a definite shape. Their shape is fixed. Examples I have told you in the video also. Book, table, chair, stone, ice. All these are the examples of solids. Now comes to second question. One state of matter can be changed into another. Explain with the help of an example. Student, I have told you that one state means the solid state can be changed into liquid and liquid changes to gas. But it happens only when they get cooled or when they get heat. So here I am taking example of water. Student, if we take ice and if we keep at room temperature, it will melt and changes to water. Student, here you are seeing the double arrow. This arrow is reversible change. This arrow means reversible change, means ice changes to water when it after melting. When ice melt, it changes to water and water is a liquid. And when water is freezed, it kept in freezer, it will changes to ice, that is solid. It means ice changes to water and water changes to ice. Both processes are reversible. And for these processes, we need melting and freezing. Next, water changes to vapors. On heating, when we heat the water will evaporate. The process is called evaporation, and by heating the water, it changes to vapors. And vapor is a gaseous state. Right? And when these vapors, they get cool. When vapors are cooled down, they changes again into the water, that is a liquid state. So it means the process of cooling down of vapor into water, this process is called condensation. So we can say the change of water into vapors and vapor into liquid water, both processes are reversible. They can changes to each other. Liquid to gas, and again we can get the vapors into the liquid state. So both processes are reversible. Now question number 3. How will you show that liquids have a fixed volume? Students, I have explained it with the help of the diagram. Student, I have made 3 diagrams. First diagram is of glass and second is of beaker and third is one of bottle. So you can do this experiment at your home also. So how we can perform this experiment? Take 250 ml of water. Take 250 ml of water and pour into a glass. First of all, we will put 250 ml of water into the glass. Then we pour it into the beaker. Same 250 ml we pour into the beaker. So this level is showing in the beaker. Then we transfer this water or pour this water into this bottle. And here it is showing the level of water. Student, what you have seen? We saw that in all these, the shape of water, it will change. The shape of water is changing. How? When we put the water in the glass, it will take the shape of the glass, and when we put it into the beaker, water takes the shape of beaker, and when we pour the water in the bottle, it takes the shape of bottle. It means the shape is changed on keeping them in different containers, but the volume remain fixed because we have taken initially 250 ml and same amount of water we transferred into the beaker and same into the bottle. It means liquids have a fixed volume. It doesn't change. It remains the same. So this is the property of liquid that we have shown with the help of the experiment, that all the liquids have a fixed volume, whether it is water, it is oil or milk. Now come to question number 4. The volume of water doesn't increase when we add sugar in it. Explain. Student, I have made diagram to explain it very well. In the first glass you can see the water molecules, and I have shown, as we know that in liquids, in water, there is some space present between the water molecules. So I have shown you the space present between the water molecules. This is the space which is present between water molecule. In the second glass you can see two types of molecules. So these two types of molecules are the sugar molecules and the water molecules. The blue color round, these are called water molecules, and these red color cross molecules are sugar molecule. So what happened, I will explain you. Student, when we add sugar in the glass of water, when we add sugar in this glass of water, then what happens, the sugar molecule occupy the space present in between the water molecule. These sugar molecule which we add in the glass of water, they occupy the space which is present in between these molecules. So here you can see sugar molecules are these red colored cross molecules that I have shown you. So these occupy the space present in between the water molecule. Hence the level of water, the volume of water doesn't increase. The level of water, that will remain the same after adding sugar. So it means there is no change in the volume of water in the glass, there is no change in the level of water in the glass, because no extra space is needed by sugar molecule. They adjust themselves in between the space present between the water molecules. So student, this is all about the long question answers. Hope you will like this video and all the questions are easily understandable by you. So if you have any query, if you have any doubt, you can ask me personally. Have a good day, students.